Good evening. Welcome back for those coming back and all on replays. Hey, we hope you stay. Tonight, we got some wonderful bits and pieces. We do. So, what are we up to? Well, first thing we're up to is... Well, let me give it a quick explain here to get everything else shut down. Stop. Forgot one minor dickies. No, stop. Stop the music on the side. So, Dawntrail tonight. Plus little words about Cyberpunk and a few things. But as I always say, who wants to hang out here? Let's get over to it. We're not doing it just chatting, we're doing that. All right. Hanging out here in the corner on Ulda. Why? Okay, Pictomancer, Viper, plus the Minute Mission. We'll pick up the Minute Mission for the Fantasia, do that. Then we'll pick up the other two job quests, and then we're not doing much with them. No new. Right? I'm actually tempted not to pick them up until we basically go to do things. So, leaving Viper and Pictomancer empty for the moment. We do have the Faceware point. This is locked behind a quest of some description at this point. And, as always, we've got our new spells and abilities. Yes, I know I'm 95. I spent a couple days basically just doing dailies and a bit of PvP plus a Wonder Tales. So that's fun. But if we check out the traits, there's a couple interesting sub-factors. Right? And that's these three abilities right here. The enhanced swift cast, everyone gets an enhanced swift cast that gets swift cast. It brings it down to 40 seconds. Yay! So as you can see, any caster, because all casters have it, gets that. Right? Stranded boost to all single target and special abilities for myself. Adel is another one of those things that happens. Now if I just jump classes, I don't have anyone summoned right now. Scholar. Right? We get one of our heal points to drop at that 98. Proof point to that. Let's just jump over to White Mage. Right? Medica Mastery. Enhance this one. Right? Because another telegram boost here. Right? So there's a bit of a boost for all the heals type things. Like this. White Mastery. Damage boost. Swift cast boost. Boost in all things. All have it? All have it. Right? When you go to DPS. Right? Nothing fancy pants there. Except for second wind. Everyone gets one of those. Right? If you're melee DPS, range DPS, you all get an enhanced second wind. Seriously? Enhanced reprisal. Just to straight up increase the damage, so that way, increase, well, it does. It's 15 seconds versus that. Right, as well as I say, an enhanced rampart as enhanced reprisal. Like, wow, cool. Yep, no, it's... Right, if you have faint, there it is, that's increased for you. So ranged have a bunch of other bonuses, but everyone's getting basically, if you have a faint or Adel, that's going up in duration. Enhanced wind is going up to massively from 500 to that much. Cool, right? I mean, everyone's getting extra actions. I do like this. This means the thing turns into something, and this is that new way to do it. But if you see this, oh, not that symbol, where is it? Here, this one. Something turns into it, is what that means right there. Something turns into this. In this case, this is easy. It's Riddle of Earth becomes Earth's reply. Right? 64. So if I did... Right? Stores this. Yay. So that's what that makes it easy to follow. Right? So, on our summoner, what we've got is Necrotize, but according to our traits, it comes from an Enhanced Fester, so we already have it. Already 95, I know. Enhanced Swift Cast and the Enhanced Single Target. Searing Light gets Ruby Glimmer. Enhanced Adel, and then finally Solar Bahamut. I thought it was going to be Lunar Bahamut, but nope, Solar Bahamut. Okay. Searing Flash we get at that point. Now it's a recast of 1, instant to cast, 25 ranged, 5-yard blast. I know someone's going to look at that and go, oh, that looks so powerful. Ruby Glimmer lasts for 30 seconds, but I suspect it's going to work in the same way siphons do right now. Our energies do. Right? Grants further ruin, which is down here. Only executable under the aspect of this. Hooray. Right? Yep. And the minute we punch this key, it's over. Right? Even though this says last 60 seconds, we only get 1 ruin through 4. So I suspect we're only going to get 1 Searing Flash every 120 seconds. And then, of course, Lux Solar, which is basically another heal all to parties. It's an AoE heal. Move that there. Right? So we'll have Enkindle, this, and then all the good stuff with Firebird. Rekindle for single heal. This, I might actually reverse those if it wasn't for the fact that it's needed for over here. I just do not want to do that. Right, so we're going to get basically Enkindle, which is a single target heal. Rekindle, and then we're going to get Sunflare and Enkindle Solar Bahamut, which is basically, well, nuke it and nuke it under Lightworm Trance. This Lux Wave, that's the standard attack it does. Because it's like Umbra Impulse and Umbra Flare. Okay. You know, they replace our sort of things, you know. Kindle, Everlasting Flight. That's what it actually does. This is what its actual physical attack is, 150. So Lux Wave will be the actual attack it does when it copies your ability. Revelation. That's under one of these things. Yeah, orders it to... This is what we push. This is what it actually casts. It's like when we say, you know, cast this. This is what it actually does type thing. So, joys all around. So you see what these rights are boosted? There it is. Okay. So now we've had that. Let's get on to goody here. Just covering the basics. Oh yeah. So there's more details in the patch notes. So if you haven't read them, I highly recommend you do. If, that is, you're okay with the minor spoilers they contain. They do have them. This guy's the first quest guy we got to talk to. It's for a Fantasia, 150 gil. Level 1. Make this. Deliver a file wares, make it worth your while. Why ask me? Always a good question. Gone with my goods or pilfer my profits? No, I need an adventurer, someone with morals. Well, that we do have. Proven. Take this to Gladiator. Alright, it's a very simple fetch quest. Wait, did I just step through the wrong thing? Yeah, probably not. Nope. Anyway, here's where our Viper quest is. So if you know where the Pugilist Guild is, it's right there. Right next to the, right across from the plaza. Nice and easy. You know, no bonus points for flying in and getting that one. Fantasias are basically, I said before, but I'll say it again. They allow you to change how you look. Ah, called Fantasia. Legendary states, and when drinks it, can wake a new man or woman. Terribly nervous. Might bestow me the lack of self-confidence. The chiseled body, muscly. Aha! Gonna drink it and change what he looks like. Fair enough. I've had this look since 1.0, so I'm not about to go change it. So, I don't know whether I should pick up the Viper quest or that and just leave them there. I know. I picked that up for the hatchet. You only really have 3 quests in there, the one you're currently doing and this too. Yeah, pretty much. Leather sack of coin. Now for your payment. Oh, but what is this? A lullafell. How do you... Uh-huh. Can't say I recognize him. Suspect it's that, but... Oh, yes. Isn't that what your medicine does? Who's to say? I've no proving that man was indeed my client. I believe I can spare a vial for your own experimentation. Meet again someday. Whether we recognize one another is less than certain. Hee hee hee. Okay, bugger off. Right? It's a silly little fetch quest, but it's basically every... Complete. Now, if I do this, right, that is... I've got one, Kina's got one, Zaina has one, so Fury can have this one to hold on to. Where's the thing? There it is. Wait, it's like what? How, when they added the aura, when they added the Vera, now they've added Rothgar or something similar to that. Fury, I missed you. Yes, I did. Here, hold this for me. All right, goodbye. Terrible. All right, so yeah, so you're now up to 3 Fantagios. I know, it's good, isn't it? I'm tempted to pick up the Viper quest, and I'm tempted to pick up the Pictomancer's quest, right? But those both will basically be a case of level 80, and I'll have to level them to 90 before they're technically available to be used in the new world. And then it's just straight level quest after that. Yeah. And my response to that is later. Right, we're not going to push those quests. We'll get to those ones. Because although they are Dawntrail content, they are most likely only got 10 levels of like to 90, maybe 100 in the actual quest line. And after that, this plus there is a vast number of Pictomancers. Now, Pictomancer is PTC. Viper, of course, is VR or VR. I gotta sneeze. Anti-sneeze measures. Hey, nice hat. Right, here's a Viper standing here for you. Nifty, huh? So it's twin shorts or twin sort of medium blades. Yeah. I haven't checked with you. No, Vesper Bay. People like, Vesper Bay? That's where the Rising Sands were. Main quest, though, kicks off here in Old Charlian. I wasn't about to pay $600 to get across the water. Oh. So, again, the quest itself kicks off here, the Baldessian Annex. And I'm up for basically getting to that. Job quests will basically be, you know, whether or not I decide to basically... I am not changing Summoner to Pictomancer. So... that's not happening. So it's really only going to be, you know, if you want to stay Ninja as your preferred melee DPS, or go to this. Now, the advantage of taking a few days is this huge crowd has basically disappeared a bit. A new world to explore. Here we go. Welcome back. Oops, pull that down a little bit. We can all see what's going on. Just had word from Erinville. Secure passage aboard a guild ship vessel. May you wait in the mate hall while I go inform your travel companion. It should only take a moment. Ooh, we're going to hear that a few times. Also, give me a second here. System configuration, sound settings, background music. Let's bring that up a little. Not too much. I know it's been so quiet. Scuff you. 84 FPS? That's not bad. We tested our systems before. Right, we'll bring it back up. I know there's going to be a few bunch of dozen complaints like, hey, yeah, those are copyright musicables. They haven't released the disc yet, so I probably get away with it for the moment. That little map, I want it. Let's set the new world on it. I want to replace my full map with that. I have a map of Eorzea region here. This map to replace the one I have of this map. That gave us the good news. We've made ready to sail at a moment's notice. One only yet to arrive is Erinvale himself. Also Woklak, unless she's already zoomed back home. Oh, there she is. Ah, we're all here. Yeah. Wait a bit. Took persuasions, but the Gleaner's Guild ship has granted us places aboard of vessels bound for Toral. There'll be other passengers, researchers, artisans, and the like, so we'll need to share deck space. That's fine, Erinvale. I doubt anyone expected we'll have to ship, or we'd have the ship all to ourselves. Reading comprehension for the win. We're not casting off just yet, so any lingering concerns, now's the time to voice them. Wouldn't call it a concern, but everyone's still clear on what we'll be doing in Toral, yes? We have not forgotten. Issue to Turiola. It still seems, it looks like it's a double gap. Everything is like Alphano, but the D is silent, not Alphanod. Midst of deciding its next ruler. We, as your chosen allies, will assist you during the rite of succession and support your bid to become the new Dawn Servant. With addition, I have another objective. Part of its reconstruction, Garlemald seeks ways to reconcile and re-engage with its neighbors. Nice. By visiting Toral, we hope to learn how the myriad cultures interact with each other. How they find common ground, develop stronger ties. Sorts of insight might help our friends and allies in Ilsabard. Well, friends anyway, but yeah, same idea. I'm adding words. We'll pursue this goal in our own time. Rest be assured we'll give the contest all due attention. That's all I ask. Otherwise, you're welcome to do as you like. Along comes our painter. You wanted to find out about your grandfather, right, Kryle? The only thing I haven't done is the last piece of the Baldessian arsenal, which is wipe that out. Haven't had the timing for it, unfortunate. As far as we could determine from the old missive I found, he had been tasked with investigating a golden city, El Dorado, by your father, the Dawn Servant. Yet, oddly enough, we have no record of that investigation in our archives and nothing to explain the earring which accompanied the letter, which she seems to be wearing. That's for both official and reasons, official and personal. I'd very like to get to the bottom of this mystery. The reason why it looks a little bit blurred here is because my settings are a little lower than normal. Right? I haven't run the NVIDIA optimizer or refought with it because I didn't want to. But this is trying to basically riz out all her fur. And it's kind of fuzzing it. Just like in some extreme close-ups, you might notice crow's feet on some characters. I noticed it on my own. Damn it. Looking forward to meeting them. Might have to use that Fantasia after all. It's like close up. It's like, oh no. Can I adjust that a little bit? Need a touch up here. In case you're not the only one with an interest in the City of Gold. Golden City is a children's bedtime story. I'm part of this expedition only because of the third promise that is... Because the third promise has commanded that I serve as a guide. Third promise? See, that's why I'm looking away. It looks much better. Still playing the part of the stoic servant, I see. What have you? Don't you dare tell me you've changed your mind. Right? Hoist sail and let the wind take us as she pleases. Well said. We won't be wallowing in the shadow, or won't get far wallowing in the shallows. Committed to the journey, I say we make ready to depart. So yeah, we will notice a few fuzzies where you've got, you know, fuzz and fur. Or fine hair redo. I didn't have to go far to talk to you, did I, Aaronville? Eager as they are, the others have already left for the harbor. We're not in danger of missing the boarding call. Perhaps we should be on our way as well. Currently in an instanced area. They sub-instanced the areas just to basically make it nice. But we are getting on one of the big boats. Cool. So the question I was asking... Once I actually get a piece, will be to find out. Oh, this will be voiced.
Savoring the moment? I can feel your excitement, your eagerness to explore the unknown.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
For now.
Do not be so quick to relax. Oh, Tural may seem but a short sail away on a map. The vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels.
Shade's Triangle, not the Bermuda Triangle.
Even following the safe route plotted by Admiral Bufiswin herself, this will be no pleasure cruise.
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough. Disappointingly so.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience, which will be of great comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
Aye, it's nothing new to us.
All aboard! We're casting off!
It's time. I trust you have everything you need?
Aye, I've got it all in my pocket somewhere. As long as my chocobo is able to get on board, we're good. It's a bit odd for the way the bell dings.
And so does our ship cast off from the docks. We sail west, as Kattenram did some 80 years past, bound for the New World, known
He
to
only
our
smiles when he
children
knows they can't
as
tell
the
he's smiling.
continent of Tural.
Here comes a question. Not her standing on the mastable, but the bowsprit. Mast, dumbass.
Just wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits the throne. Me! Wok la mat!
Right? The question I now have is, where's the connector point? You know, is it at Charlia? You got to go to Charlia to catch a boat back over for the ferry place? Or will it be able to be acquired at Limsa Lominsa, talking around? There'll be another sailor person there or not? You know, leaving from here, crossed here. Now, last time we had a hit right there on that shoal. I suspect we'll have a hit here. Or will we actually get across? Oh, no, it's gone dark right there. Another pile of ghosts. We will play with the NPCs on a first run on any dungeon. Just because they have extra dialogue and stuff. Weight difference is terrible.
Smooth sailing so far?
Are you moving crates off the deck? I don't know.
Aye, so far so good. But this sea, she's a fickle one. Calm one moment, blowing a gale the next.
Foreshadowing.
I'll take my rest while I can then.
Hey, Kyle.
We left port what seems an age ago now, and we've seen naught but open water ahead. I knew Tural was far, but it's another thing to really know.
Smile and a nod.
Speaking of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact. I was able to learn a few things about Tuliolal and the right of succession.
Ah.
Since we still have a long way to go, why not have a chat with them yourself? I'm sure you have questions of your own.
So we'll ask a few silently worded messages.
Did you look out across these same waters, Grandfather?
That's not an unfair question for her to ask. Question is, we got 5 of them, do we? Quangentine. First visit to Dural. Was working at Essamines Aesthetics Ilda. My employment with them came to an end. Visiting Charlia, hope starting over. Well, tempting and failing to find a new job, seized a chance to board this vessel and overheard room for another passenger suddenly opened up. Ah, fair enough. Hopefully things will be better this time. Just looking for a job. Feel my edge starting to dull on these long sea voyages. How about some sparring later? Tired mercenary, Monjul. I see you in Eorzea before, great famous hero. The plains. Had enough of playing the simpleton. There was a time we took great pains to maintain the deception. More of years Orion come impractical. This too many of our warbound have fallen. We've time to head home to lick our wounds. I want to retrace the great Keteram. Ketenram? First boat set for Eorzean to set foot on Tural, almost 80 years ago. Mamulja leader, welcomed Kenner with open arms, sent him home with a bounty of silverware as a token of friendship. the crops he brought back. Potatoes, tomatoes, and corn. Yes. Ship vanished during his last recorded missions. Oh, never heard of again. Uh-huh. Keterum. Someone who disappeared into the ocean somewhere. Possible boss character then. Yeah. Oops. There's no jumping over that. Barrier generator to protect from storms. Nevertheless, pray to eat it. Wonder where they got that stuff from. Sid. Swarthy sailor. You want to make? Taking bets. Sat on the shiny chair. Your one. Book Lamat being one. Mr. Coin on the third promise. Third promise. Passage to Tulio, I managed to squeeze aboard. You just scheduled. Yay! I will talk to you in a moment. Oh, passage to Old Charlian. Okay. Well, that sounds much easier to get home. Adventurer, I presume. Merchant. Well, duh, especially exports this. Eorzea and Tyrolia this. Crossing the salt, as they say. Social mores of Eorzea are not necessarily the same as over yonder. Not uncommon for the various races to be referred to in certain clans. For the Mikyote, Hetzararo, the Hrothgar, the Zabral. Oh, so another name of Mikyote are actually Hetzarado. So it's like the Sun Keepers, Moon Keepers, and now we have Hetzararo. The Zabral. Not every member of a given clan is of the same race and mind. Oh, okay, no, it isn't. There are assumptions in certain cases, but hate not to take offense. I was thinking that was a way down into the lower decks. No. Put a packet of crystals on board? Ooh. Alright. Learn anything of interest? No? Oh, I hadn't heard about the clan names. We should get Wuk, Lamat, and Aaronville to teach us the ones we should know. I'll gather in the cabin below. It's getting a little chilly on deck. Oh no, we have to go below just so they can change out the weather. You're now in an instance area. Told you. Oh no! Betcha Wuk Lamat does not have sea legs.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
Called it in one.
How's your stomach? Any better?
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick.
I've been land sick before, but not seasick. Land sickness happens when you get off of being on a boat for too long. Your body's still trying to maneuver as to the rhythm of the sea. And of course, that means you're all just wiggling around randomly. So you have to lay on the ground so you don't just like puke your guts out.
I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
You need a bucket.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
Or, better yet, you need a mustard and anchovy sandwich. Right? Gross. That's the whole point.
Erenville, you were born in Tyral, yes? Do many Vieira live there?
The Shatona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Shaktural.
Zaktural.
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name.
That's normal.
As for my mother...
Someone tie that barrel down.
We're in the teeth of a narrow, lads. Reef that sail for the mast snaps.
Oh boy, that's a fun one. up the mast and got to tie up. Reefing up the sail means tying it up so that it's a nice bundle.
Oh dear.
It means reducing the amount of sail that's out. Too much wind.
Only elders have watch! This wind's too strong to take in your sail! I'm going off the mast! We need help! Get in below decks first! Quickly! Before he's washed overboard!
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
Group of adventurers, and
I have not seen the ocean rage with such fury before or since.
it's all normal in a day. I think I'm wearing a light shirt today. They already got the sails reefed
The
in.
heaving waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself.
Barriers running.
Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning. What an extraordinary life he must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease.
Leviathan! Yeah, we had to do that under the fact the Leviathan was trying to kick our tail. You need to go down below them.
Utama, too, threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress.
It's like running around, turn on this while under a heavy sea. It's nothing. We fought Leviathan. It's his specialty.
By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural.
We're fine.
In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
Ooh, does it now? Swab those decks. Sleeping? Be a rarity. Just the right kind of haircut. Can never tell. Someone else is like, I was sleeping. I'm like, no, I wasn't. I don't sleep. I'm an adventurer. Short fitted boots, nice fitted pants, and a light shirt to deal with the heat and the humidity. It's also it's known as a New World shirt as well. Now there's something that doesn't go too far from the rocks. It's not an albatross, as they tell me it is.
Morning. Joining us for some fresh air?
Oh, you got your sea legs under you. Took a good storm to do.
Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground. Can't be much farther now, can it?
For the moment. Well, they haven't called land hope. Aye, they're blue-footed boobies.
Seabirds. Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
I wouldn't put it. Those things fly a decent distance over the water. They got long wings.
For a
That's
dark
why
moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Nice.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliola's coasts. Come.
So we don't even have a port there. Yeah. Boobies are known for their long flights across the ocean. They're like albatross.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
Ha! We only did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway. If anything, it should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm.
I love how we got a Lalafell down here driving. Lowered the
As a
steering
matter
wheel
of
for him.
fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Then I better not let you down. Easy, stomach. Easy.
We're the last to board. If there's nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
Very much so. Music swell time. So, the graphic update patch has added a bit of darkness around my eyes, more so than normal.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Not gonna have us foot up there. I guess they can't because Lalafell's be hard pressed to get up there.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
There, look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
At last, we are come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
There it is. Thinking about the story, I have a sneaking suspicion, this is the fun part, Tuliola of Yoctoral. Alright. That Mercidia might have a hand in this. Like, why? Because I'm suspecting the Alligans, what they conquered or tried to take Mercidia. I think that's where our real issue is going to be. And the person we're trying to stop is basically supported by them. Hey, gobbies! See, I don't look too far out of place. In my traveler's shirt's like showing up in a Hawaiian shirt. The architecture is nice. Fanciful, but nice.
Gods, I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
Is that a... No. I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
You'll find much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tulihyolal are still few and far between. And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
Fair enough.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Elzend? Lalafell? Here?
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out or...
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
You don't do paperwork.
You are outsiders? Visitors to Tural?
I can see someone enjoying that armor. That's pretty snazzy.
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next Dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tulihyolal?
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
That's the
Please, accept our apologies.
attention.
No need to bow and scrape. That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
So I disagree with these shoulder blades.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
Little too close to the face for my personal tastes. Obviously a or paladin type setup.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part? Anyway, first things first. I bid you welcome to Tulihyolal.
Tulihyolal. There's Kryle being cutesy. There's a city to explore. New Ethernet to pile up? Mm-hmm. Hey! Port official. Okay, it's old Charlian it ties to. But there wasn't a cost in that. Ivy Azul Dal, even more colorful. Ah. Although the Vanu I saw belonged to a clan known as the Hanu versus the Vanu. Seems to have more than just a physical. Trouble these soldiers are expecting. Wasn't sure my stomach would make it. Fair enough. We are here, safe and sound. Ah. Return anytime by talking with the Swarthy Sayer in Scholar's Harbor in Old Charlian. Alright, so the Swarthy Sailor connects between the two. Alright, so I have to do it from Shalia. Oh, there's a weapon called for Mountain Chromite weapon. Right then, first things first. Still a bit queasy, no more bolts for a while. Well, fair enough. Just arrive, should get familiar with the city before the right succession begins. Right, go explore. Arguments here, very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. If you're in your condition to do so, you'll push yourself. Wondering who these strange folk were, so the third promise found herself some new followers then. Followers. What, Clement, are you unwell? Can be that. Does not get seasick. No, sir. Unpicked entourage here, I recruited them to help me win the right of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. Sounds lovely. A group of foreigners are going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the promise. Curious? Certainly... Oh, we certainly were. Siblings have a tendency to command a respectful distance, but you're so easy to approach. I enjoy it, and you do. Please don't ever worry that you are a bother to me. Very kind. Good to you, third promise. There's at least 2 other competitors against her. It did have a point. Technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person or a station surrounded by this many is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean technically? Move in 2 groups to attract less attention. Technically ignoring me then. You and Cryo can come with me. I'll take the twins then. Get in touch once we've had a good look around. Us? So take it slow and recuperate. We have enough time for that. Enjoy your wanderings. Wow. She does not look like she's overly well. Perhaps wait a bit till her nausea this. No, look, I'm ready to go. Okay. Reaching out for an F5 here. Okay, I'm going to do this right here. Return to travel Osha. Okay, that didn't cost anything. And I want to talk to you, Swarthy Sailor. Alright. So neither of you cost anything. Alright, that's good to know. So it's a free transport back and forth that way. Right, so it's still only 300 to get to here then. Speak with Let to have her and Kryl accompany you. Ready? Might as well tell you about the harbor. Mention the reef in our coastal waters. Yeah. Shallow drafts can navigate the bay, mostly small fishing boats and barges ferrying cargo up and down the rivers from inland settlements. The incoming is from Dawntrail, southern landmass. Lands this. Wares unloaded here, carted off to the merchant stalls in the neighboring markets. Speaking of which, Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. Huh? It's an escort quest. Yes. I'll just take the general talk out of the road. Like your own garden, leads all the ways. The word ship enough to curdle my stomach. Fair enough. Well, let's open up a map. Okay. Forward cabins. Gleam Sands. Chuck. Dawn Herald, Arch of the Dawns. This is obviously out to the world. Dirigible landing. Ooh, airships. All right. Down Ripple, Aetheryte, Winged Walkway, Watchung, Plaza, Drogo the Boundless, Skygate, Chile Climb. Interesting. Copper Stone, Seafoam Fields, Trader, Summoning Bell, Masteria, Master, Trader, Repairs, Shops, Market Board, Hunt Board. Yes, they're still using sack of nuts here, by the way. That means, of course, you can't do hunts during November. You know, no nut November, after all. Leave meat. All right. Nowhere else to go. Okay, what do you do? Artisans. Leave meat. All right. Market board. It's an interesting way to do it. Hunt vendor, which will happen as we get up levels. Oh, expecting something to haul that. About here, you figure? Chocobos? Maybe not. Ooh. Number imported doesn't match our records. I'm going to have to recount. Mikyote. Ears are tucked up underneath that hat pretty tightly then. Delivery Moogles. I love them. Ooh. Alright, we'll say yes. I just had to look around the corner. Right here on the harbor, everything from fresh fish to imported wares go directly to the shelves. Excellent. We buy things with Pel. Currency that Pelu created. More shops trade coming from Eorzeus, and most shops are happy to accept your gill. There's also Wachu Meki. Another market east of here, but that can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you. The back of it, northwards up the stairs to a certain plaza. Can't wait to see how you look on your places. Ah. Oh, there it is. It's the east. Wachu Meki. And that looks like it's where... Trader. Actually, that's where we do our turn-in for some scraps and stuff. Or scripts, I should say. Materia melder, materia vendor. We got 11s. Here's your 12s, so... Okay, give me a second here. Chocobo. Oh, lip. Okay, fine. Now, 36 was a determination from this, and it's half that for this. So it's 18 for a 11, and it's 54 for a 12. Wait, it's 18? But your 10s are worth 36. Yes, 10s are worth 36. This is what I said. But 10s and 12s have their own specific spots when it comes to it. Independent mender. Don't need your work. Trade class supplier. Ooh, what are you selling? Items, please. Akdar jig. Crimson for ocean fishing. New baits. One thing I gotta check. Okay. Mountain chromite. Spearfishing gig. Still only 180. Aw. What do you got? So here, oops, sorry. Where's the pick? Chromite pick. Weapons, please. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Here's the Lodestar pick. 12 180, 762. Now let's have a look for the top pick that you can get your hands on here. 1240, 1299. All right. One, 277, 1240. So this a high quality titanium gold would be rivaling our Fitis stuff, and definitely doesn't rival that. Oh, just a new. Ah, here we are. Oh, that's right. I did have a look at these. Was the bow, I think. Nope. We got the Lar longbow. Oh, give me a second. That's not bad. Dislike. Can't see. Put them here. Gemstone, that'll be the bicolor gemstones. Yep, after doing fates. New retainer. It's a heck of a road, but at least there's no stairs. Top space must be tidy. Fair enough. Adventurer, luck not restricted to her entourage. Yes, so anything you should know, I am at your services. What do you do here? Boonwa tribe. Yes. Is anyone going to be unfamiliar with it to a degree? Not super. I am not bad, though. Specialize in matters of the arcane. Ah. Magic's here. Yes, started about 80 years ago. Newly crowned dons built it right here on the Yakyei temple ruins. Yeah. Ah, Scooter stepping down dawn service. The final years in peace. It'll be quite a spectacle. It should be. We're going to be participating. Yeah. 1 second. Set home point here. What do you think of that, eh? You have Aetherites in Tulliola? Kona spent 3 years studying in Charlian. Beloved nation brought back to us knowledge of Aetherite construction. Formed to the eye at once and built one immediately. Did you do the tuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again up the slope to the right. Opposite gate leads to Dawntrail. I saw a bright plume posts on the way. Headquarters of the Landsguard. Splendid quarter. Oh, we're doing it for a full-on explore. Tied your ship to the wrong people, Lumat. Like, oh, we're expecting you to go quickly. Yeah. Not here. You're in for a full explore. What a weird set of stairs. Up, flat, down again. Something tells me this building might be important. Local branch of the Baldessium? Has that flavor to it, don't it? Yeah, you go. It's gonna jump off. That's fine. What are you looking for? Ah, Taral lamps. Ooh, everyone knows about our tacos. Have you tasted our margaritas? Ooh, fruity treat. Grab this, grab a glass for a good time. Aw, can't buy it from you though. These things are addictive. Taco. Eating this. Spicy tacos. Ah, what are you selling? Ooh, kebabs of all flavor. Antes tacos. Are you the appropriate Anti? Is your Chile Sol? Flagship Buzz. Second branch. Ah. Charcoal grill. This is the other, yeah. Oh. Tongue's on fire. Crypt exchange. Fire approval. Rowena. Freshly squeezed juices. Briar. Alright. Metalwares used on the daily. Pot, pan, similar. Ooh. Danu Hanu. Need some fish. Ah. Oh, invisible wall. Summoning bell. Ah, there's a shard. Waku Meki Meki. Wachu Meki Meki. Wachu Meki Meki? I'm Meki something I traded you for scripties. Door lighthouse. Awfully fond of the verticalicals. Blended quarter, dirigible landing. No mount available here. The hell of a great bounding little carbuncle. Trial ought to be royally just trashed after that. Trudging up and down these slopes is exhausting. I understand now what gets her endless endurance. Long, narrow, winding streets that crawl up the side of the mountain. Builders of cities sure made their thoroughfares wide enough to accommodate wagons. Oh crap. Ooh. Copperstone. Nope. What are you growing here? Ah. Growing a car of healthy plants. Yes. What plants? Challenge, but nothing we can't overcome. Don't know what the plant is. Obviously, his home. That goes up there anyway. There's a winding staircase up. Going that way in a moment anyway, by the look of it. There's no other way up there as far as I can see. This seems to be the government buildings. I would say so. It's a gate anyway, that's what they said. Right, Bloom Post. Unu Lily, or Illy. This is a military post, so yeah, that is a gate. Ooh. Oh, I see something. That's going to take me half a moment to do. Ah! It's just a warehouse. It's a point. Right, General. Right, bright plume. Post. Not Bloom Post, but Plume. Okay. Great command of Zoral Ja. Combat still. In order to apprehend threats detected on patrol. You may come and go as you like, but don't cause trouble. You hear me? You do. Rothgar? I don't think so. Seems quite a... Not eager to make that trip again. Bright Bloom Post. Soldiers here responsible for defending and preserving the peace. Ancient's strongest warrior. Naturally, Papa commanded him since the beginning. He's still 3 years ago when Zoral Ja took over as commander. No empty honor. It's the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant and Marshal this. Okay, you're the third. He's the first. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to... I don't know. That'll be fixed. Discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Alphino and Alzay should want you around to hear it too. Show you the Sky Gate, right northern end of Talon March. Ah. Chicoche. Still training, checking our stock, counting it. Not true. Vladamomunja. Ground, cannot interrupt our training. No, of course not. Your weapons seem to be made out of something that's, well, not metal. Some sort of lookout lighthouse type thing. And that is rushing water. So Zagor the Boundless, I think that means we've got a waterfall along this edge here. Yeah, I can hear it. Hey, it's a Luffy lookalike. Mamjul Ja name. Introduction to the city. Great big doors. Hate them. Massive, isn't it? Well, built before, I don't think. Yep, see, there's the bridge. Now that was in the trailer too. Other side is equally massive bridge. Both were constructed by a race of giants. Race of giants, huh? Ancients. The Yokhui. This one, two separate continents. Yaktural, southern lands of my mother, and Yaktural, northern lands of my father, which lie beyond the bridge. One great landmass. Long ago, gods fight a titanic battle when one threw the other to the ground and split the continent in twain. Footed the mind of conflict between Hydaelyn and Zodiark. Back to Zaktural, those lands are also part of Tuliyola Nation, are correct? And two people of two continents into a single nation. Ah, many clans of Tural have been at war for generations. Only when Papa traveled the lands and put a stop to their myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. He bonked them on the heads. Stop that. Main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. More interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. I am an adventurer, after all. Requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't be issuing permits until the race session is over. Promise to get you one when Dawn servant. Until then, you'll just have to wait. I'll make sure you win, mark my words. You really mean that? Woe to anyone who stands between you and adventure. Dang straight. Something tells me we'll be getting through this gate before then, though. Unless it's part of the post-game. That would be funny. It's like, yeah, the entire post-game is behind this gate. Damn it! Trial. Must have covered half the city by now. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. Here. I have a chromite weapon. A second. Mahogany. Mountain chromite. There we are. So, for instance, here's the mountain chromite musketoon. Oopsie, get this over here. Right. Because that's what this is. Right, here's your daggers for your ninja. Twin fangs. No, that's the Viper's one, sorry. Here is your... This looks like a GT though, almost. Chromite blade. Samurai. The tiny little picture. Can I make that bigger? No. Damn it. Of course, there's the scarab. Nice. This are just big old hammers. Maybe you're a scythe kind of person. Or a gun. No? This is actually a very cool gun blade. I'm probably going to use it for this, just so I have this for glamour. Because this is the tank weapons. If I can keep my thing up, people are like, oh no, I want the... Those are saw blades. It's going to be this one here, though. Everyone's going to want the Ruthium. Yes, it's your hiltless sword. So that's going to be fun. Take a quick moment just to go through, because I know they were there. I spent time looking through it. Dirigible landing is on the way. Woo! Dirigibles. An encourageable dirigible. Get it? You get by. Now you've seen enough of this area. Let me know when you want to continue on. Let's continue on. Archer Dawn's on the other side of the city, so speak up to see in something interesting. Here we go again. Grab that one. It needs to be like a little ring or something around to see. I've got you. Pretty sure I did. I don't know. We'll do it anyway. Yeah, okay, I did. Not that silly. Oh, I did bring my boots of Scufferburs, so I can do this. Strider boots. "30 seconds of running around the city." See how one can construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. It was originally site the Yakhoi Temple. Giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Yakhtural to appease the god who slumbers in the great ocean trench. Withdrew. The temple stood empty for centuries till Papa Stausching New Nature saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace sitting practically at the center of this. Everyone's just modified out the buildings. Neato! Got their artisans to do the work. The houses they built themselves being the foundation for the city. Climb up some stairs. We got stridery boots to run quick. City does have a definite amount of verticality to it, don't it? Gathering his mana. The next part. Papa's Palace. Invincible resilience. Oh, now it's raining again. We'll be coming back here later, so we'll take a look there. USA Cryle. Sphere scale. Carbon at top represents. New. Why is this? The Dawn is forgiving, man. Suggest you cut yourself with the ass. Mountains? A little reminiscent of the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, really. Bit of reason takes his rest. Wing of Reflection continues to work tirelessly for the Sis. Interesting. We won't ruin the surprise. Because we'll be going inside in short order, probably. And 90% of the time, there's no fall damage, although there is stairs on this side. The Dawntrail music played with some trumpet and brass. Jazzed up. Happy. Got a real Polynesian feel to these sort of pieces. It does. Trial. There's a kick in the neck, looking up there. So this is Australia. What manner of people live here? Oriole clans, the Momoja, Zabra, Pelupelu, Moblin, Hanu. Moblin instead of goblins. Ah. Also have the Tanwata, Tanawatawa, Tsaruraru, Tona, move south to their ancestral lands in Zaktural. Gathering people place for every person across Tural. Representative of Turial's diverse character. Each building contributes to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. It's also beautiful. Why do you think so? Come on, we continue down the stairs. Indeed we do. Washing your pans in the little lake there? Another big old gate. I jump, but then I've just noticed this over here. Ah, there it is. Oops, I missed one. Silly me. Alpaca keep. Register my name so I can do this. Now we found the gate. You don't need the gate. They're saying such a huge drum. What would even beat such an instrument? Oh, drum. Dawn Herald. Played for formal occasion, like honoring the land's guard returned from the cage of dirty. Ah, fair enough. Broke the skin, earned me a proper scolding. Let me tell you, Papa held me upside down by the ankle. You don't get that stuff with an axe. Dirigible landing. Boo doo doo boo. Mixy mixy twisty twisty. Ah, these look like a lot like Ixal flight systems. A closer look at them. Omoja. What if they got a design blitz off the Ixals? Okay, don't jump down there. I don't think they'll let you anyway. Tail feathers in behind, two sides either side. So I'd say the tail feathers act as rudder. And some magic crystals left and right to actually fly them. I guess so. Or everything was powered by these sort of feathers at the back. Oh, there's some sort of lookout basket that's a weirdly trying to get to. Use airships to scale this, but you'll only find balloons in Toliola. Exact same reason for Aetherites. Connor brought back the plans from Charlia, fantastic this on 3 years ago. Been adding flights to other settlements. Trade with frontier commuters has never been easier. Arch of Dawn awaits. Still in their flying vessels. Designs use several blasters, rely on one large envelope to lift them into the air. Yes, I noted that too. So that's there. Does this change what you're talking about? Let's go have a look. Yep, still talking about that drum. Someone's beating the crud out of it. Boom, boom, boom. Just got the forward cabins, and that will be it for all this. Forward cabins will be where we all finally meet. Oh, they're vertically lifted. Arch of the Dawn. And giants still were here. Known as the Tauriel Land Gate, but when Papa found Tauriel, everyone began using its present name in honor of his great achievement. This gate is Kozamauka, wetlands south of the city. Depending on the right succession asked of us, we might end up going in that direction. Kozamauka, the name alone is intriguing. What are those fluffy animals we passed earlier? Illuminas, alpaca. It'll be a mount. Those are alpacas. Fearsome four-legged fiends. Fearsome, they seem quite placid to me. Do not trust them. You'll learn soon enough, Kryl. You'll learn soon enough. Get the alpacas. Something far more important to show you. Come along. Boom, boom, boom. Just when you think you were beat. You just can't help yourself sometimes. Hell no! Tomorrow's measure. Wish they learned the history of Toliola. Toliola. Stone pillars, you mean? Huh. The quest is complete. We'll be right back after these not messages, because I'm gonna go. We'll be right back to the quest after I've had a chance to grab that Aetherite shard. It's right there. Forward cabins. Bayside Brewery. I missed this one, did I? My get round town shoes. Right. Oh, the forward cabins are a thing then. Alright, cool. A lovely beach. Change the boots out for not the runny boots. Reset the gear back to what it's supposed to be. Yay! You will not need that. Special about these pillars, may I ask? Or if I may ask. At a glance, they look like some ordinary stone decorations. If you take a really good look, you'll see something much more interesting. They're not unlike the glyphs of three sides don't mean much. Mamulja, the Anohanu. Someone didn't want what was written there kept. Yet to get there. All right, let's have the story. Following events can't do this. Uh-huh. Cutscene. Okay. Yeah, they remind me of the marking stones from first, the Gathering Quest. Pictures? No, wait, these are glyphs. They seem to be a series of stories, many featuring a two-headed Momonja. Then this must be... That's right. It follows the exploits of my father, Gulu Jaja, and his journey to unite our lands. Call it the Tuliyola Saga. The deeds he performed, the bonds he forged, all immortalized in stone. No better way to learn how to study them as long as you like. Lay of Repast. Probably tell a figure depicted here is a Zerabal like me. Right. Rothgar. Two-headed lizard. This. Zabral and Mamajo were at war for control of force of Yaktel. Action talk Papa took ended that conflict, hailed as the first steps in the founding of Turiola. It's a clan of Hothrokar and Boja, known as the Helians. In their society, women rule as queens and men serve as devoted subjects. Yet here in Taral, Zabirian men and women appear of equal status. How dramatic, culture can vary with location. Lay of Pots depicts the moblins of Kazumaka. They wear odd masks and sound muffled the way they talk, but the gold and silver work they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. And the only people that don't have a distant Turali counterparts. Brotherhood. Papa granted audience to a foreign, it's Ket something. I never remember his name. It's Eorzean versus him. Ketenram. Ah, that's the one. Prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. To go to close friends, brothers in spirit and not blood. No one knows what came of the explorer in latter years. Spirits mysterious. He traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but assumed he was lost at sea. Reads, Hano village of Kazumaka. People mistook for the Vanu. Not for their colorful plumage, he spent a fair time among the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds, so not surprised he took an interest in your countrymen. Bright and cheerful sort. They hold this festival every year. Very famous, lots of fun. I'll have to do a dance for them. And with the first half, we can move to the second. Yes. The Lay of Proof. Big Pillow is a Hokyoi. Kyo's largest people. These giants use their great size to establish dominion that encompasses all Yaktural. Southern reaches to heal, they turn northward, setting their sights on Yaktural. Massive brook they built beyond the Sky Gate. They just gave up, abandoned their lands, they conquered, withdrew to the mountains of Urkopacha. Never seen any of their kind, so set so much as foot in this city. People of power resourceful to raise a temple on a mountaintop, build a bridge, cross the sea with stone. What could move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Turali history? Something bigger and badder than they were. Usually what does it? Lay of Gold. Shows the Pelu, homeland in Uropacha. Creator of the Pelu right now knows the merchant clan. Where see Tural's markets, the traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Tural. Might be mistaken as children, but beneath their beaked masks, they're clever, calculating traders. Interesting. Favorite, Lay of Ice. Fix the battle with the legendary Tural Vidar Mandra. Creature lived far beyond its usual lifespan. Awakened to preternatural power. Not unlike a primal. Describe the eastern auspices in similar fashion. Could be the same phenomena. Dubbed Sky Ruin, earned its name Destruction Terror, visited on Tural every time it stirred from its slumber. 80 years ago. Brought to an end after a great struggle. To manage to overcome the raging Vidril, sealed it away. Okay, so we'll be fighting that later. Also a symbol of power. You see its likeness, national symbol. According to the banners of the palace. So it will be fought. Oh, this one's unmarked. That he left a blank pillar for the next chapter of Tuliola's history, whatever that might be. Had your fill of history then? Yes, thank you. It's like, no, I want to go read them again. But you're not changing your text, so. Glad to hear it. Feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprise seeing there. I couldn't keep anything down for a while, but I think I'm ready to eat again. Got out a bite of the local delicacy. Best restaurant in the city. I like the sound of that. Watch the spice levels. It's like Kryl. It's like Kryl. Yeah. Just be wary. Things are a little spicy. Now in the trailer, we caught, figures this is the best restaurant, it's got the best view. So in the trailer part, we caught a glimpse point of, you know, our friends Orianger and Thancred bouncing around in here, as well as Dola and Graha. We came with the twins and Kryl. So they must be, we know Astinian arrives by his own nature. So and we know that Urianger and Thancred are coming across in their own reason, hired probably by one of her brothers. So the question is how does Graha and Bismarck back in Limpsa Laminsa? I guess the food's downstairs. Heard of tacos? Bouillon classic. Baked crunchy shell. Made from corn flour. Fill it with meat and salad. Lots of shops and stalls sell them. They're made here, but I am not pronouncing that one in. It's something Thai best. Zakbla with it. What's this? And I need one right now. So let's head downstairs and place an order with old Brakivu. Brakivu? And the sun's come out. Look at that. Auntie's taco. This boy always found myself returning to this. Perhaps I'm not just an adventurous type when it comes to food. Every dish looks delicious. Your sight of fine cuisine is making me ravenous. His unassuming appearance Fulio is greatest artisan of all Taral. Dude looks like he's been out in the sun far too long.
Brook Evo!
Ah.
My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
Is that one or one order?
Did you hear the silver scales are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Oops.
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
Makes sense to be skeptical if no one's actually got anything to confirm it.
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
True. The Silver Scales got their butts counted to them. Ooh. Including their leader. Ah. Right.
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils. Oh. Oh.
Hello.
If it isn't the third promise.
One of her brothers.
Oh, no.
I take it this is the problem that we're having an issue with.
I don't know these ones. New salt.
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us! Such an honor.
Glory on your name, brother.
And on yours, brother.
I
Great.
know
Two heads,
my rivals
and not
for
a
the
single
throne.
piece of personality between them.
Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family. Unlike the sneeveling housecut, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn Servant.
All peoples are equal in Tulihyolal. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Ha! Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
Mine is.
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
Oh, Kryle. I can put my foot through his ass and come out both heads.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense.
Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Listen to me, you.
Don't think she sees that, Kryle. That's the one we don't want to take over. I was thinking we'd have...
Two-headed Mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo,
Yep.
the Bunewa, and the Dopro. Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubigo and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Sounds like a case of,
Forget
Gunja.
them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
Hello.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest. As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
The palace it is. I'll let Wuklamart know. Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
As long as this doesn't become a running joke.
So it goes.
Well, you know, they're only flat in there. I'm surprised you could just like tip out the contents onto a plate and just eat it up like a taco bowl. People all yimping about this. Gary should join Alphino and others at the palace. I'll let you find your own way. My poor empty belly. Don't forget going up there. That's why we got all these goodies. Where are we? Oh. And? Why am I beginning to think these giants are part of the ancients? But well, the ancients were technically long-lived, near immortal. Okay, nothing that way. Ah, bunny boys. Where are we? Top of the stairs? There's not like there's enough stairs as it is. Ah, here's everybody. Food was amazing. Cherry moya. So that's what you ate. That was obviously what he was offered. And they claim it right still, according to Erndale. You get lost, just keep going up. Better feel for the city now. I do. Made it. Good. Then we're all here. Still hungry to eat a whole roasted kohlrabi. Contest won't wait for us forever. Several cutscenes will play in Auras. Yep. But we knew we were going to get a huge pound of cutscenes because we got to lay into it. Acquainting the twins, the best city I could in a short time. Their unbridled enthusiasm made it rather difficult. Invariably, something would catch their eye, spurring them to run down an alley and investigate. Like herding a pair of unruly curls. Well, they are young, after all. I understand all too well. Charlie had the very same effect on me. Had the same effect on me. Right now, time we saw inside the palace, Papa will want to know I'm home and to meet the allies I've chosen. Given how impulsive it is, no telling we might be in for. Well, we have a tank, a healer, and 3 DPS. Right, so, you know, if you're not playing a tank, Waklumat plays the tank. Estinian!
Estinian? When did he get here?
What's the point? Why is he here?
Oh, you know this man? Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunperch to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
So the one Estinian is crossing blades with.
The only friend you're standing there happily as it is?
That will do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter.
What's up, dude?
Know that you are the strongest I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that man there.
Tinian calling us out.
I see you, warrior.
I wonder why he's got the mask hood over. I have a suspicion that that head might not be so well, which is why he wants to retire.
We had no idea you meant to visit Tiral.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
He's just being an adventurer.
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
I'm not sure I understand.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
One of
Enough
combat,
about
one of
me,
magic.
Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
Well, it looks like we now have an additional DPS, because I have a funny feeling he'll join in with us.
Oh. When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solonesh.
It's Erenville now, Dawn Servant.
Ernish?
I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Erenville, then. And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies.
Mm-hmm.
Ha! Old-tempered steel. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the right is at hand.
Oh, made it just in time. Look at
I will
that.
summon the other claimants at once.
Then I shall leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends.
Oh, maybe he won't be joining us for this part of the adventure. He's just going to show up for cameos. Okay, so where's Mr... There he is. Mr. Gumbledy-Bum. You're not overly impressed with him either by the look of it. So, we have a MSQ, Dumomaja, or is it...
The claimants are assembled. The first promise, Zorolja. The second promise, Ona.
Ona. My favorite type of coffee.
The third promise, Uklamat.
He's not the fourth promise, is he?
And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja.
Alright, so he's just... Don't want him to be in charge.
You four will compete in the right of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Servant. I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away, and it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliyola is young, and so I look to thee always for inspiration. The right of succession, the means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen.
Ah.
Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest. But the Tuliyola I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamulja at all. So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well. Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal. That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
Ah, that's how he got in. Dude.
Now you have us to compete against.
Spitty out the laughy.
Though it seems the one-head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Our brother was in Shok Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral.
Oh.
Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
And you have a gun, my dude.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself.
It'll be more than straight combat.
To triumph in the right of succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Yogg-Tural. And find the City of Gold.
It's a scavenger hunt,
If I
Scuzzball.
may, Father.
Speak, Kona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
I offer us proof, my unbroken word, for I have seen it with my own 4 eyes.
Alright, so we got a place that exists and we're off for it.
The city's real. All those years.
This was before the founding of Tuliyola. I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions. And we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City.
Nice.
I mean to have you do the same. But in order to achieve victory proper, you'll need to break the seal I put in place. Bring them.
Oh. And inside a great big we can't deal with it thing that was sealed within the mountain. City of Gold's in the mountain with a thing inside that needs to basically be put down as proof. Gotcha. Cantrip. Each of them have a different clue. In the fight of the monster at the end.
Tuliyola saga.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples, step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth. Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you. Once you've fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge. You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne. Let me have this final indulgence.
Fair enough.
A waste of time. Just name Bakunja as successor and be done with it.
The rite of succession begins now. I'll be watching you progress with great interest. And Clement, remember to collect your tablets before you leave. You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
Questions about
I
Gala.
am Cryle Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you? It would seem you sent this letter to my order some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
Here we go. Some interesting things.
No, not at this time. I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the right of succession. But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Very well, Dawn Servant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City. Thank you for hearing my petition.
We have a bit more of a journey than simple.
about that. She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galov.
Ooh. Let's hope that the story does actually allow her to learn a piece more of her grandfather. Everyone here is dressed brightly in greens and reds. Blues.
Too late to change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this? Our third promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm. Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil.
Been there, done that.
If you are second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend. And there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
So you are committed to your path? I will speak no more of it then.
Like it's an adventure,
As
political.
for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
Here they come!
It's Saralja!
Such a fearsome mien. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
First promise, our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry. Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please!
Serelja.
Take heart, tiller of the soil. The resilient son, blood heir to the Dawn Servant, has heard your pleas.
Two-handed swords.
Soralja, the first promise and commander of the Landsguard. Serelja, the palace seer. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Soralja is indeed the natural child of Gulul Jaja.
Ah.
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion. Common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children. Yet Soralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
Ah.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists.
Ah.
This puts him in direct opposition to Wuklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Soralja, the warmonger.
Kryl? Are you all right?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Zoralja's ambitions. Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
This is the classic glasses guy with the gun, you know.
Second promise. You must bring us more marvelous conveniences. More dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier.
The elders, they complain and complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new.
You have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the right of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawn Servant. If you will excuse me.
This is the one that has Thancred and Urianger with them. Has to.
Plain spoken, as always. That's Arcona. Practical to a fault.
Here we have Kona, the second promise, who spent time as a pupil at Sharlian's own studium.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Sharlian. He is the hope of those who prize innovation. As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
No insights from you, Cryle? Of course, we know our one's coming last.
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser claimants. So, come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant. That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliyolan. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your fealty.
Oh, he's just the straight-up root of the pile.
Well said, brother.
The Mamulja have finally found peace in Tuliolal. I pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself. But one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn Servant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
Yes, we've been that way with the... Looks like a majority of which you just buggered off here. Oh, and who's you?
We wish for one thing and one thing only, Third Promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share. It is our way, the Turoli way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliyollal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuklamat's most ardent supporters.
Peace.
Apologies. It's hard to get away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
That's always going to be the way.
I place our precious Third Promise into your care.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Of the Dawn's Promise? I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. More than anyone. I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Better? Wuklamat. I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling. Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone. Having cared for you for so long, I should know.
Thank you, Namika. Well, we ought to be on our way.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
Hugs? Oh, just a wave. Lesser beings. Aha. Not like Gar and the Four did special sets of pure-blooded Garleans. Yep, we know how that one goes. Involves some like an inferno. Yes. Ah, we've got that. Oh, let's do this. You still know? Others are caught off guard. In any case, talk about how we're going to find it. Check them against the pillars for any discrepancies between them. Good idea. Let's have a look. For the boots. Those boots. Yeah, somebody will be like, where do you get those boots? Unfortunately, these boots are market prohibited. You can't buy them off the marketplace, and they're only available by doing Eureka. Those who follow in with the rest of it, you can see that I picked them up there. What do you gotta say, Kryle? At a glance, they're much the same. Taken every claimant must have considered forethought. Weighty reminds this concept is no lighting heart. This, okay. Thanks everyone. The tablets, if you would. Of course. 7 tablets, 7 people, 7 stops, 7 things. Compare them to our respective pillars. Even the smallest differences. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We looked on the back of them. We get a zoom point, look close look at it. Glyphs appear to be identical. Hollows where the keystones are supposed to be fitted. And where do we go from now? We would retrace. Counter 7 electors along the way. 7 tablets, 7 electors. Answer right here, all laid out in the Tulliola saga. Where did he go first, then? How do you read which way this goes? Do we know the exact locations where they took place? If one is close, we should go there and search for an elector. That would confirm we're on the right track. Leia Reeds is near the Hano settlement. Papa took me there once during a festival scene. The whole live with good cheer. Yay! Lake Gold also involves at Palapalo village, which is about the same distance from here. We're going anyway. We should ask of the road ahead. We toured the city of a storm we passed through at sea. Apparently it ravaged Dawntrail several days ago. Since our roads are not well paved as Eorzea, they're susceptible to damage from natural disasters. Taking a dead-end trail, suspect a few moments to make inquiries. Information we need. Maybe I'll bring the information to us. Eh? Oh no. He's got that look on his face that says, oh. Accommodations I've arranged. Home base. No, I had to give up Doma currently as my home base of operations. It's a stylish one. Look at that. What a comfort to have our lodging sorted out ahead of time. What she meant by that, she's going to grab someone and bring them straight here. They're on the water. It's a real upbeat music piece for the city. Oklamat's name, if you don't mind, I'll leave my companions to you. Certainly, sir. Go track down the third promise. Once you finish organizing your gear, meet you outside at Sabaktir. The forward cabins. Yes, I'll show you to your rooms. I'll show you to your rooms. But I'm going to stay behind the counter. That one, that one, that one, and that one. $16, $15, $14. I wonder what the tide's like. Ooh, sunning chairs. Look at that one. There's an interesting question. Oh, I don't suppose we've met anyone to basically expand our lookout area. Those look like some nasty rocks over there. Warning plaque. Don't go this way. You're already that way. I know, like I said. Will you be basically almost full bore when you go? Pretty much. You leveled 2 classes? These two are both linked. Arcanist, Scholar, Arcanist. You have to remember, it's the gear underneath that counts as the level. So, if you're a Paladin, it's your Gladiator level that actually goes up. Same with Warriors, Marauder. These are individual classes, so Pugilist, Lancer, Rogue, Samurai, Reaper, Viper are independent. So say there was a Bard and then there was a Sniper class and they both took off from the Archer class. Then, yeah, that would be how you do it. Right? You'd have 2 classes buffing up from that. Scholar ties on to Arcanist, so to Summoner, so... That's why I love doing it. I can learn levels as 1, by either being healer or damage, and still gain my levels. Hey! We have a good example of blue and blue from the 2-tier dying system. Let's take a close look here. Oops. Nix, huh? Well, Nix. We're just gonna take a look at that there. Right? See? You could die and another die. So if it's not right with 1 die, you can do 2. Yeah, 1 color changes the blue of the shirt here, the other turns this 1 red pattern on the back to whatever color you want, so we just leave it. Must you be keenest to head out? Oh, good. They're all here. Who might your companions be? What locals? These 2 hail from the villages we meet. Taking initiative, at least. What do you mean, at least? I'm honored would seek my advice, third promise. Well, this encounter might be an opportunity to do business. Thank you both for your help. Doubtless occasions we need to be acting north. So I brought these for you too. Link pearls. What is this? It's called the Link Pearl. Power sword from a special shell. When linked together, allows people to communicate across distances. Oh, that's a handy thing to have. Introducing my 2 new friends here. Oh, there we go. Who do we have? Helpful Hanu. And... Approachable Pelu. Why'd they tell you anything I know? Forge connection to the palace, it may be a profitable thing. Just like a larger Lalafell. Toriel Saga features a number of Toriel's clan. 2 of those, Hanu and this. Settlements relatively close to the city, so I brought a representative of each. Cheerful people who love their festivals make their appearance in Lay of Reeds, their home village. Oh, Hanu. Okay, Hanu. Of course, because it's okay, Vanu. Okay, is this. Clan of business-minded folk from Urko Pacha. They lay a gold, craft all kind of marvel good, and there's this one Chapello, their village. Pick a direction. The other one won't work. Ah, okay. Oh, hello. We also have New Dawn, New Hunt. We have a bunch of side. Culinary import, corn of necessity, sights of the west. How far he'll go. Many multitudes of Molja. We got to do all the little quests along the way, don't we? So we won't go progress with the main piece because we have adventurer problems. From Crosswater, lending strength, third, promised his strength. Yes. Proposal for you. Ah. The hunts. Speak with my associate, this. Okay, that opens up the hunts of the area. Leaves of Turiola. Right, that would be for guild leaves. What do we have here? Do some work. You've got good eyes. Eyes that have seen things. You're here to sign up. You need things murdered, I kill things. Ah. Down to introductions. Perhaps I don't need to. Well, the idea came from your side of the sea. It was Kona who showed us your ways. Ah. Same way this. We put bounties for those beasts to prove themselves an enemy of the people. You kill and bring them back proof, you get your reward. Alright, that opens up the hunt board here. Now accessible. Right. What items are available? Let's have a look. Blue coat hat. Wild ride barding. Some music. Materias. That's what they look like. The 11s just look more like the current, so if I just open up one here and pop it over for a second. Yeah, thank you. Oh, I just... Yeah, okay. Right? So the 12 have got the little green gem on the top as well. Interestables. So materia and some stuff right now. Right. Now this will be the leaves of Toriola. Yes, aid just for this. To accept petitions on behalf of Wings of Reflection. Vary from tribe to tribe. Ah, difficulties we trade. Wing leave system. Those would aid this. Right, they fill out petition form of leaves, and you basically come here and basically fill them out. You're familiar. Hailing from across the salt, I assume. Herald the reason adopted the cell some employed. Plates depict the John Servant's journey building his nation. Lessons come to the way. A reminder that we in Toriel make survive. This is settlement solitary. Resistance allies come from abroad. I want to say hi to your assistance. Wing leaves are now available. Right. Go to the end of here and hand corn thing. Where is that? We're on the wrong side. Curious corn. Oh. We have a new invasive species over here somehow. Russell. It's just holy crap. Sounds like a disjected eye. Swear it's looking out at the ocean. Woe is me. Oh, you speak. Are you all right? You can see me? That's an auspice. Oh, blessed be. Count Ada watched his land. Man first tilled her soil. I was there. Bounty, I was there. Silent guardian of the harvest. Presence was unmistakable. Began to forget the old ways. Forget me. Traveled lands hither yon. No matter where I went, I remained unseen, unheard. Feared long a this nigh immortal cob. And so willing to lend me an ear. Of course, an ear. Ears of corn. Puns are just as corny as normal. Oh, will you lend me a hand? I wonder. Help the people fill their hearts and bellies, lest the hunger and fight terrible misfortune. Agree to me, let them eat, I say. Eat corn and be merry. Cannot reach them this minute, but you can, so I shall bequeath them you delectable corn dishes. Distributed to the masses, what do you say? Hey, we worked with auspices before. We've done it. Met such a this grossly incandescent. We are bright, yes. But a humble stock basking in the warmth of your generous heart. Well, my friend, let's be off. Alright. Like to be reserved to as the corn servant. Speak with them again when you're ready to spread the corn and happiness to the masses. Hungry youth. Amount of cornate massacres. It's grilled corn, seared to perfection. Ooh. Grilled corn for me? Yes. New to Toledo, it's been pretty hard. Harder since I lost my job. So hungry lately, I barely think straight. Smoky sweet aroma. Ooh. Hungry woman! Perhaps I'll simply skip lunch today. Never skip lunch! Belly and heart need dire nourishment. Here, take my cob. With its earthly scent and flavors, offer her comfort. Grilled corn? My husband loved grilled corn. Simply the same without him. Think I'm fine, then suddenly I'm brought to tears. Eating has been a struggle. Want me to mourn him? Thank you. I'll try to do better, for his sake and mine. Yay! Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we're almost there. No need to hit the power button. Hungry Momulja! Like, sneaking around in the bushes, throwing corn at people. You hear that, friend? His belly weeps for hunger. Pray offer him this corn. This smoky sweetness give him comfort. Deliver him from foul temptation. Corn man. It's been nuts and days. Oh. I had my hand in gambling and lost everything. Aw. Tempted to do terrible, terrible, terrible things. Terrible. Filled making and cleared my mind. What a fool I've been. Start time, get my life together. Yes, you should. Paraphrasing it. Let's find a place to speak. Where do you want me to go? Ah, over there. Gonna help the corn servant out. This is how I'm going to go through Dawntrail. Every quest all the way. We're not going to race through the main quest and then come back and do them. We're doing them all at go. Well, with joy, happy, content faces. And let's go on this. Meet me at the gate over yonder. You'll do. You want this. So when we get a case of we can do quests, we stop and do quests. And then we burn out all the quests in the area. We burn on to the next area. Conclusion was this. Sarah will be hungry. Unattended bellies are quick to fill themselves with pain and anguish. Feelings will lead your heart astray. Corn has sated their hunger, otherwise invited miserably. On my call by thank you. Take my corn, may these kernels keep your belly full and your spirits lifted. Another hungry soul mean this, until we meet again. Farewell, corn servant. We shall hear from you later. Crafting material. Ooh, what do you use in the recipes? Corn oil. This upbeat music just makes me just running just seem to fit well. Gotta wait for that upbeat on the drum before you hit the power down. All they do is give me an extra increased duration, about 10 seconds worth. Oh, to find such comfortable shoes, you can run all day in them. Abuja! We just have to find out the other person. Awooga. It's a terrible old joke, but I'm an old person, so it's still funny. My trainee to fetch them, he's still not back yet. Hey, the junk bunker of this. The young Hetsuro has been by. In the middle of something here. May have to return. As such, this coffee shop jazz is legit. Yes, it is. Says the chat. Not this chat, that chat, though. Someone's basically... It's not bubble. What does Mountain Dew taste like? Bubble gum and not... Ew. Smells like swinger music. Yeah, it's got a guy's beat to it. It's my whole thematical piece of doing things, too. Should have made a soda emote for it. Probably would have been funny. So, we gotta go there. We gotta go here. Sights of the West. I know what that one does. I can tell you what that one's going to do. Yep. Gonna unlock the sightseeing markers. Will we complete those? One day. Ellsby Ironheart. Ain't you much of a sightseer? Well, I've been all over the place looking at places. Old Millith gave you her journal. Small world. I'm her cousin. Ellsby Ironheart at your service. My cousin this? Guess why I crossed the salt, say. Continent probably were the sights unseen by Orsianites. I have to discover them all. My twin sister and I, that is. You see, more interested in Yak. He's been drawn to this as a yak. Zach. Is that Zach or Yak? I don't know. Our ways at the bridge, each of us touring half a Tyrol. So give me your sightseeing log then. Like to see some of these places. I'm sorry, I just gotta scribble down. My notes on Yurok Tyrol. Including what my sister shared with me with Zach Tyrol. It isn't much. His name's Emmeline. She's wandering over there, given her nature for any France. Doubtless you'll run into her someday. Places to be, vistas to behold. May your journey be Tyrol be on this. Sightseeing log expanded. I seem to hit the sprint quite often on that downbeat. You don't glamour them? No. Glamour them, you will never realize you're wearing them. They don't provide anything other than sprint bonus. Literally. Like go into combat. Oh no, I got wumped. Well, why am I not able to go at this? Because right now my gear level is 605. I've dropped a whole 55 on there. Quest sync. Try you go fetch someone for me. Time for my patrol. My partner's known as this. Hannah myself, but I would miss his arrival if I leave the post. Some conservation somewhere in bright. Bowena with big eyes and dark blue scales. Apparently they're all blue. Menacing Manju. Okay, let's just keep walking past for a second. Meticulous. Nope. Looking for a Boonwa. Maybe like this. Mild manner, my moonja. Oh, partner, yes, I'm the one he's looking for. Always needlessly punctual. Fact is, patience never the strongest. Thank you for letting me know. Head over there just to be nice. Proof you've learned that the Beaunois have the chameleon eyes, and the other two do not. You know, gotta be no difference between them all. Ah, my partner let me know you sent him. Took me out about the other Manjunja. Traveler from across the salt, you have quite the discerning eye. Appearances aren't everything. Superior arcane ability, Beaunois simply employed as mage of Palaceers. Or the Hubigo. Athleticism. Yes, Dorpo renowned for their skill at beast handling. Tending to a river right over there. Over there. Speaking of which, I should tell you about... That's enough about him. Friend can never help remember hold his tongue. Thanks again. Wasted enough time here. Let's onward to our patrol. In other words, you will be the ones we actually learn Beastmaster from. Really? Yep. I'll take the ride to Okumiki, and then just burn around here to Culinary Import, and then how far he'll go over there. The attentive culinarian. Tacos al pastor. Ooh, what do we got? Tenacity, vitality, critical hit, and best of all, 3% experience boost. That pulled in the port now. I have a favor to ask. Shipment addressed to Anthis, but fear you may have unloaded the southern pier. Speak with the crew. Need to get back to the shop. That's a carry, so we'll go with this one first. Upstairs? Upstairs. Looks like it's on the other side of the stairs. 300,000 experience? It's not bad. Probably enough experience to get your first level out. Or make it close enough. Trainee mechanic this? No, I'm afraid I haven't seen him today. He took the scenic route, as often do. Ah. Look at that. I wound up going in the same place twice. But I'm be bringing a crate back there, so... Is he red? Because it's not until level 94. Yep, I gotta carry that around. Ah, look at that. How can I help you? You need to get these over to your job. Ugh, you truly caught me slacking. I'm not from around here. Do you know anything about dirigibles? Well, I did build one. Built one? Dear God, I'm a certified expert. Just tell me. Start my apprentice. One day I'll be across the sea in a balloon of my own making. You did build one? Yeah, built one with the Ixal. If you've done the Ixal quests, you get to say you built one. Right, the third option is usually something you've done with all the other quests sides of this. I'll go talk with the summoning bell before we barrel out of here. 120 seconds to get the box there. We do it Iron Man styles. And my cookbooks had been left on the dock back in Limsa Lominsa. It says a dockhand. I'm not a dockhand. What do you mean you're not part of the crew? I thought you came into port with my books. That gets a lot of tourists, so I thought I'd import some cookbooks from your culinary capital. Ugh. Charlia? Some tacos. Makes up for it, though. Oops, there you are. Two of you having a heart in the harbor? He's talking about building balloons. Did that. Good for him. Boy ought to dream big. Yep. They'll do great things, this. Boss folk trying to keep these up and running. Next generation has my support. Yes. Here, have this. Ooh, some pants. The food can go here. Yes, I've got Nova clusters already from doing the daily stuff. Oops, speaking of which. This is swatched in for the appropriate materia. I don't need them just yet. But. Bayside Bevy. Speaking of the Bayside Bevy, I think this will be a good place to drop it out for the evening. Really? Hi. Will you be back? Oh, absolutables. Probably got about a dozen and one comprontables about, hey, you made all this racketables. So we're going to call it out for there because it's already 10:41. And you're like, we're out of here by this? Yeah, we do the short time and on the run. Now, I also know there's a whole thing about being the droppables. Now, I do have all the things I know I can possibly set for droppables enabled, but I don't know if that actually allows me, because I don't see that it's in anything else in my list for that. Yay! So, as you can see, the updated schedule is as what it is. We are going to run from Final Fantasy XIV. We'll continue on our journey to El Dorado. Yes. And from there, we'll basically, 7 things to find, 7 rings to find, something like that. 7 keystones. Yeah, 7 places, 7 things, 7 goes, all to find an answer. So that'll be that. We got Star Field coming up, and it's a full start playthrough. Yay! So we will do character creation stream 1. Any other playthroughs will basically start at after character creation, literally right after. Not that I think there's actually going to be an after, because like Fallout 4, it depends if there's any mutually exclusive things. And plus, I think the game does a new game plus, which lets you basically just continue to keep reloading, a lot like Elden Ring does. So there's that. Yay! So with all that in play, hope you'll join me tomorrow for more of the Dawntrail, because we're going to play it out for the evening. Yahoo! And run away till another day. So tomorrow we're back with the Dawntrail. Yeah. Plus we had a re-kick in the right. We have a new kick in the pants. Another. Wonder Tales kicks off, plus daily points and stuff like that. Nope, we're not going to be covering the dailies, at least not on stream. Off stream, we most likely will continue to do them. So if you're up for basically finding out what we're up to, hey, show up tomorrow. We'll basically continue on the path. We have to pick between the Hanu, go to Aoke Hanu, or and I can't pronounce it, so we'll probably go to Hanu, because it's going to be fun to find out how their culture basically split from the Vanu. So, that'll probably be my go, but I haven't figured out. I might flip a coin and get an answer from there. See how fate wants to play it. So, that's all tomorrow. Coming back, 7:30 Mountain Standard, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. We usually go till 10:30 or so Mountain Standard. 3 hours or so on the play. And I mean, when I start 7:30, I'm here and live 7:30. All these will be uploaded to a unique now playlist, basically on the Dawntrail. Right, so expect to find these in a new playlist instead of just Some Fantastic Evening, which is my general screw around. So, all up on YouTube 24 hours later. Catch you then. Till this, that, the other, I will see you later. And once again, thanks for everyone who tuned in.